A video here about the full moon, not about kings and queens at the moment. So yeah, this weekend, obviously we've got in the UK, we've got the King's coronation. I'm just going to talk about how that interlinks with where we are in the awakening and where we are in the link to the full moon and the cycle of what's going on. So when we come into this big full moon in May, this is to do with yang, the father, the king energy. Father energy is the yang up here, so it's to do with the crown. When we open our crown chakra, we let a lot of light energy come through. So when I'm channeling, this is where we get Christ consciousness and crystalline energy, Palladian and Arcturian, sort of these light energies come through. And then to do with the throat is where we connect down to the earth. So we've just come out of the 9 months, 10 months, which is all to do with pregnancy, interestingly enough. And then each year we give birth to a new layer, and then we learn how to express through the throat, from the heart out. So this is why there's a lot of this full moon is going to be quite big. Trying to interlink it with like what's going on outside. So whether we're on this sort of awareness path with the moon. And then, so the crown, interestingly, there's acupuncture points as well here. It's got a stomach and gallbladder. They're called, I used to do them a lot in my clinic in London, not so much now, I was thinking about it today. They open up the crown energy. And then when I do my online work, I do a lot of crown. You feel it, and I feel when I astral travel to people's side, I open up their crown so they can connect to this energy, and it comes down the nervous system. So the father energy is to do with the spirit and the soul, and actually we all have our own crown. This is like the king and the queen. So the king is the heart, the cross. How we connect to our mind and our heart. And the queen, I'm just writing because I am the queen of the liver flush. And the organ, I'm really excited about this, on my research of trauma and how I know about subconscious and trauma, and the awakening being trauma being processed from humanity, the whole subconscious being amnesia, and the process of physical conditions through the body. So if you are dealing with lots of pains and physical conditions, it's because the push is coming from the earth. So the earth is ascending, and actually we are learning how to descend into the body, bringing heaven down to earth once again. So the process of the ascension is actually through the father, the soul, the spirit energy, which the crown has been taken, because every individual soul should have a crown, and it should be safely open. And so we know what energies we are allowing into our system and not. And then once this is connected, we're connected with our higher self, and we have our own bubble. That's why they use the word bubble. It's an aura field. It's an electromagnetic field, electromagnetic from the heart. So the mind connects to the heart. So if you've got any mental health issues or hearing voices and different things like that, it's because you've got different energies in your aura field. This comes when you're awakening. And this father energy, the soul energy, what it does is as it lightens and lightens and lightens and become more and more connected, it has to come through the body. So we're more aware of our physical conditions, and they may feel like they're getting worse, but you're just being aware of them, awakening up to them. And this is where the only way to solve this will be cleaning the liver. And we clean the liver. Why? Because it's the main organ that rejuvenates. It's the main organ that the 500 functions. Go and have a look at it. Whether it's TCM or Western, is an amazing organ. And when this is cleansed and all the blood is clear, it has a circular motion. And it can open up the gut and the gallbladder. Willpower, wisdom, lets you speak what's connected to your higher self, lets you resolve any past life trauma or inner child trauma, which repeats, and also resolves any womb issues, menopause issues, because you've got the blood flowing from the liver, any backache, any aches and pains, because you've got the liver flowing, which is the blood flow. Any issues with blood and chi flow in the body, speak to the liver. And this is where it's a queen. So you've got the queen, which is also on the west. So you've got north, south, east, and west, the protector and the circle. So if you link in all these patterns, and then you've got the cross, king's cross, Okay, so when you have the blood flow, you have behind every king is the feminine energy, and this is the king, the queen, the yin, the yang, and what's going on. When you have full flow of your liver, which means full flow of your subconscious, this is the link to the mind, to the body. The blood flows, and then you can speak from your higher self. Open up your heart. This is the entry point of the heart, which is the tongue. So you speaking your full truth that is just in communication with your higher self. Everything in your electromagnetic field from your heart to your membrane of your aura is all yours. And you in full, then you have a full crown, full spiritual crown in connection to father light energy. And this is how we connect with the galactic. And this is what's to come for all of us. There's not this is a collective awakening, and if everyone has this energy on the planet, and this is why it's linked. Sorry, jumping. So this is why it's linked to the full moon. So at the full moon, we have the pressures. I'm getting comfy again. Sorry. So you have the figure of 8 between the planet and the moon. You can have a look at this pattern, and as it ascends like this, up and up and up, it's like this pull, this pull, this pull, and each full moon is pushing like a bottle of water. Your emotional traumas and physical traumas that haven't been processed. So when we say haven't been processed, it means that at the time of the trauma, your body was unable to be supported parentally or to be supported by your nervous system. So it went into disassociation, fight and flight. This means it's stored in the system, which is in the cells, in the nucleus, in the cells, in your nervous system, in your soul, in your electrical frequency. And then at the time when it's ready to be resolved and felt, you can feel it through the body. So this comes out in any diseases. Any physical condition is an emotional trauma that's stored. And things like PTSD, mental health, is just the pressure, these people awakening first, and your body is not expressing it through physical ways, it's expressing it through, it's got to come out emotionally. It just means that your frequency is slightly different. So it's pushing the water element. We are in physics, quantum physics, we are water. All to do with Avatar, okay, the sky, people, and we went through the woods, which is the wood is the trauma element, the physical, and now it's the water element, which is the body. So it's all interlinked. And then this is the full moon, the first full moon after the 3rd year of the COVID awakening, which is to do with the toxins in the system, is to do with different forces in the earth realm. This is why it's written down in civilizations like the Mayan civilization past that this time is on earth is to do with number 22, which is the DNA. So all this history is sort of fact. So this is why it's happening. And then the full moon this month is the yang. So May, June, July, August, we're in yang energy, which is the white father energy. But it's to be careful because we are not just connected to this God energy, which is father energy up above to all the other planets, but there is interference pattern in the earth field. So there's lots of other energies, shall we say, that can cause confusion. And it's only till we face our darkness that we're able to communicate and understand what these different energies are. Hence why somebody like myself who's been through the hell already, had to learn what these energies were so we can clear them. And then I've constantly clearing my liver so my blood is keeping flowing up so I can keep my frequency connected like this. So this is what I teach. Why? Because I've been through the physical, emotional pains. And then this is why I do these videos, just to explain. So there's lots of great energy. The light's very strong. I can feel it. I'm very excited myself. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of expression coming out. Yang is the time of the summer, is the bloom. You know, what you've been seeding, what you've been working on in the yin. And it's a lot about dancing and creating and singing and sharing. But just to be aware that there is still interference into this earth realm at the moment because of this awakening, to be careful who you're communicating with in your own field and with others. So if there's any conflict, this might be because someone's not connected to their higher self. Just to be aware of this. Knowledge is power, power is wisdom, learning is healing, healing is learning, vice versa. It's all very medical, all very serious, not just spiritual. I've put this in another video. that the system will struggle with dealing with a lot of these conditions because it only goes a certain way to depth of how to treat them. So if there's any questions to come, give me a shout if I can answer them. If I can't, I normally know where to get the answers anyway. So I hope that little video helps. Sending you a lot of love and light. The sound of Om, actually, let's do a couple of Oms, 3 Oms. Vibrational, I do a lot of vibrational healing. Look back again, they used to do this in history. It's very, very healing, and the amount of healing that comes through when I do this still surprises me, each person. But the Om connects our mind, throat, and our body. Make sure that we connected. We can ask to connect down to the Mother Earth element, and we can ask to connect to the Father Light element. Any wound that we deal with, Mother and Father, is so we can get through that wound, and then we can connect consciously to the energetic electrical field connection from the earth to the sky. Yes, spiritual energy, but it's also electrical energy, so it's very physical and real and true, and this is what we're all allowed to connect to. And when we connect to this, we're very safe and connected. We have a lot of clarity, so there's a lot of this foggy mind and right decision making comes into play. So you can just ask, connecting my root chakra down, connecting my back of my neck, all from my pineal gland. This look at and research pineal gland, where we ask this to open. When we do the work to open it, we can connect to this third eye. And we get this clarity. But as we connect down the back of the neck, this is your darkness, your dark emotional body. Connect it down to the earth, and we ask the Mother Earth to connect to your root chakra and your feet, and then can ask to connect to your crown chakra. And we're going to do 3 Oms. Practice doing this at home, just connecting the body and feeling that sound vibration. Sending you lots of love and light and healing. Happy full moon. I'll be back soon.